YouTube, it's Nerdcat back with another Nerdtastic Halloween episode. For this episode, I ended up doing a Jason Voorhees themed look. I really like the Friday the 13th franchise. I find the movies really enjoyable, so I thought it would be really fun to create a look around the Jason mask. And somehow it became this weird storyline of becoming one with the mask. Like, my body was absorbing the evil that the mask carried, and this gruesome, bloody mess of a makeup came to be. And even though it's completely ridiculous, I really enjoyed the outcome, so I'm gonna hand it over to voiceover Jamie, and we're gonna get into this look. See you there!
Hey y'all, voiceover Jamie here, and let's get going. Okay, so first I just put a little bit of washable glue on my eyebrows, because I knew I was going to be attaching the mask, and I didn't want any Pros-Aide to get stuck on my eyebrow hair. So first I'm just looking where I need to see the mask, and then I am going to lay down the Pros-Aide. I've used Pros-Aide before, so you guys probably know the gist, but Pros-Aide is a cream adhesive that goes on white and then turns clear when it is tacky. So I just put that in all the pressure points that the mask actually hits on my face. And then as I was waiting for that to get tacky, I just kind of made my eye that's going to be seen from under the mask look bruised and like dead, I guess would be the best term. So lots of blacks, purples, and some like maroon reds to make it look a little more dead. And here's my reference photo. So I did take references from Jason Goes to Hell, where his face mask is kind of like embedded in his skin. Obviously my final look did not fully come out to what my reference or my ideas were, but I did take little bits and pieces from my own drawing to create the final outlook. Anyway, back to the actual video. Then I just placed the mask on and made sure it was secure. Now I'm just going in with some liquid latex on all of the edges to just kind of seal them down a little bit more. Then I took some cotton balls and tore them up a little bit and then put them into the liquid latex around the edges to kind of smooth the transition from the mask prosthetic to my face. So I just kind of tore up a cotton ball and made it into like thinner strips and then kind of placed them on the edges. Then I went back over all of the cotton with some more latex and just made sure that the cotton was all saturated and would adhere better with the latex. As you can see, I also put some in this little crease by my eye, just because that gap was kind of bothering me. The problem with this prosthetic, I have to say, is the fact that a Jason mask doesn't really fit on a person's face. It's not supposed to, because it's a hockey mask. So it was a very odd transition from face to mask, so that's why it's a little awkward, but I still wanted to do it either way. Then I just powdered everything, and now I'm going in with a foundation to put down a base first, and I'm just kind of covering everything. I did paint the prosthetic beforehand, just so I had a base coat down on the prosthetic before I attached it. Now I'm going in with some white aqua paint. I kind of go back and forth between the white and the foundation color, because I kind of wanted a deadish look in the face, or kind of like an infected or like dying look, because the mask is kind of like taking over, or I'm taking over the mask and I'm kind of being infected by its evil kind of situation. I'm not quite sure, to be super honest with you. It was a very weird look. I then went in with some blues as well, once again trying to give off that like dead vibe and a little bit like a watery zombie-esque kind of situation, because technically Jason's a zombie in some of these, but he also has magic powers. I don't know. Friday the 13th movies, crazy. But so I kind of went back and forth over the blue with some whites and some foundation colors, just trying to make it coherent together. Except, in truth, none of this made sense. I will be honest, it looks a little weird for quite some time until I add the bruising and the blood. Then I powdered because there was way too much cream makeup on and it was getting really tacky. Then I tried contouring with blue and purples, once again trying to give that dead hollow look. I will be honest, it's not my favorite thing that I've done, because it kind of just looks weird and harsh because I didn't blend it out correctly. So I will admit, this isn't my best work. But, you know, sometimes it's better to do it and, you know, maybe it doesn't turn out exactly what you want, but sometimes it's better just to do what you set out to do, and whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? And here goes me trying to bruise this entire prosthetic. So I went in first with red, and then I had some burgundies, some purples, some blues, a little bit of brown, and some yellow on the farther edges. I was trying to make this skin look infected and like inflamed and painful, because I mean, it's like taking over a mask. I don't think it would be a pleasant experience. So I kind of just blocked in the shadows first and then went over smoothing everything out later. And I just add yellow to the edges. And I went back to the yellow a couple of times too. Here I'm just kind of buffing everything in, adding more yellow, and buffing once again. Now I'm going in with a turquoise blue color for the eyeshadow. And then I also go in with a little bit of purple and some red on the top. Once again, trying to make my eye look kind of dead and bruised, as well as bringing the red from Jason's hockey mask. Then I just lined my waterline and gave myself just a little winged eyeliner. Then I went in with a purple lipstick first and then took some blues and purple to kind of make my lips look kind of deadish as well. Then the blood came in. First I laid down a kind of pat of blood everywhere just to have the texture there. Kind of just dropping it on and then patting it into the actual prosthetic. Then I took a brush and went in a little more detail into the holes and crevices of the torn skin that was there. Just to make sure that the blood was everywhere. This is when the blood went a little too insane, but once you start, you really can't stop sometimes.
I'm gonna add a couple of finishing touches and I'll see you at the montage. And here's the final look. Thoughts? It turned out a lot grosser than I was expecting. In all honesty, I had a lot of problems with this look. I kept fighting myself while making the prosthetic, you know, fighting how I felt about it and everything, but now that it's on and I did the full thing, I kind of like where it ended up. It's kind of got those same vibes as the Jason Goes to Hell face that I kind of pulled reference from. It also kind of looks like Freddy's face texture, but with Jason's mask, which is kind of cool. And it gives off that vibe of my body is becoming the horror, like it's imbibing the Jason mask. But I don't know, there's something quite interesting about this look, and I just kind of like it. It's creepy, and that's always fun. But if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more Nerdtastic Halloween, please hit that subscribe. And in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. And let me know if you've ever seen any of the Friday the 13th movies, and what was your favorite. But that's it for me. Until next time, as always, stay nerdy, my friends. Later!